You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Wer bist du? Okay.
Exactly. Rewind.
Oh. Trophäe und dann fängst du von vorne an, okay? Ah, okay, wusste ich nicht. Ich weiß nicht, ob man das währenddessen einstellen kann. Ah, ja doch.
You're listening to Radio
Ich hätte
August.
Trophäe bekommen, muss das
Dark
Spiel von vorne
Nights
anfangen. Was
with
für ein Quatsch
Poe
ist
and
das denn?
Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. You know why you're here, don't you?
Noch eine Trophäe, okay? Oh Gott, was ist das für ein Scheiß?
Then humor me. The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time? It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood? Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Deprecated.
Okay, ich hoffe, das Spiel
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
Solange es dauert, ist so auffällig.
That's fine. It's yours for as long as you want it. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in.
Hä? Okay. Besucher?
It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet.
Ja, ist ein Krimi, ist kein Horror oder so. Ein Abend, Wolf. Also wie gesagt, ist kein Horror.
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you?
Guten Abend, Wolf. Hoffe, dir geht's gut. Schief? Okay. Ich darf mich nicht auffällig verhalten.
Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing.
Zukunft vorhersagen? Nee.
Yeah. It's a big place. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading. That sounds super. I'm in room 1 and that's down
Oh,
the
wie
hall.
süß,
Lorraine's
Wolf.
in
Das
2,
freut mich für
Lex is in
dich.
3. And which room are you in, Sam?
Letzte Tür sage ich ungern. Wenn ich sage ich ungern, dann würde ich sagen, das ist verräterisch. Letzte Tür links, ist das nicht eigentlich der Chief seine? Ach, egal.
Good. We're neighbors. Just knock if you need me.
Since human beings don't float, except in water, and its disguise would be less
Oh, ganz
unsettling
viele
if it had
Herzchen,
eyes,
Kasi, ganz
and
viele
were less of a
Herzchen für
corpse.
Wolf. Ich freue mich auch so für ihn.
But the entity did not understand the concept of water or air, floating or standing, living or dead. These things were all
Okay, schönes Zimmer. Wandeln gesperrt, gehe. Okay. Da hat da schon einer gelegen, oder? Das Kissen ist so zerdüllt.
many segments which traced along the sides of my face and into my mouth, stretching it wide. The bag lady gaped its bile-stained mouth.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector Dupont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam, that's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers.
Ah, das ist schön. Das freut mich. Hi Markus, guten Abend. Ich hoffe, dir geht's gut. Der rote Show, warum die Tarotkartenleser?
Yes. Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered? Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something. And that's why I didn't take it seriously. Because things. I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it? Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Wo ist mein Abzeichen und Waffe? Sind wir mal frech.
You don't get that. There's no badge and gun, just a hope and a promise. Come and find me when you're settled.
Okay.
This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Vermassel es nicht. Erzähle von der... hast du ein Alibi von gestern Nacht? Was wissen wir?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Am Zimmer hat man ja gesehen, die lag ja im Bett.
Board here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you? She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
Hast du ein Alibi vergessen? Okay, also den Polizisten jetzt. Ja, wir haben doch gerade das reingestellt, Kasimir. Das mit dem Mikro. Was wissen wir, haben wir schon gemacht?
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself. Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Du hast ja nicht alles verraten. Ist doch kein Geheimnis, Kasi. Was wissen wir, Gehe? Eigentlich ist das ja frech, wenn man das macht, ne? Aber ich frag den jetzt einfach.
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius.
Okay, gehen wir jetzt mal. Hier Schief haben wir gerade besucht. Rain, Lexi, wer ist denn Lexi? Nee, Violet will ich nicht besuchen. Aber hier die.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading. We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful. Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know. In my room reading, I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me. She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her. I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Okay, mein Bett sieht besser aus wie ihrs. Okay. Lexi.
Hi.
Ah,
Sam,
hey.
is it? Come on in. Make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Okay, die ist ein bisschen verrückt.
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
Das glückliche Einhörnchen. Okay. Mm,
Everybody thinks that. It's such a cliche. The death card doesn't even mean death. Most of the time.
okay.
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know. Swords in general are bad.
Die hat bestimmt eine geraucht.
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
Moment. War die nicht in ihrem Zimmer?
No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
Die sind doch nicht lackiert.
She's like my big sister, so pretty well. No. The cards told us to. Well, the cards of Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery-pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
Okay.
No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, yeah, no. Okay.
I didn't say job. I said job.
Yeah.
Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions. No, you don't.
Die Nägel waren gar nicht lackiert. Okay, kann sie ja wieder abgemacht haben, aber trotzdem. Lexi haben wir schon. Rain, Radio.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way. Pleased to meet you, Sam. So it's
Klappt das?
so it's cold showers from
Spiel
there on
hat
in.
gesponnen.
It really bugs me.
Okay.
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck. The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own. I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Wer ist das nächste Opfer? Okay, sind das alles Hellseher da oder was ist das?
Next victim? Whoa! Hold on a sec, we don't even know if there's going to be a next victim or not. We'll do another group reading soon, and then we'll have a better idea.
Ah, wünsche ich dir auch, Wolf. Und schöne Grüße. Ah, warte mal, das sind alles in diesem Haus, sind alles Hellseher. Also Tarotkarten legen. Und die treffen sich für Sitzungen.
I was in my room.
Die waren alle
Praying,
in Irre.
actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
In was glaubst du? Was funktionierte nicht?
My prayer that the girl would be safe. Mercury, it's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special
Du kommst da
deck.
als Detektiv rein, du darfst aber natürlich dürfen die nicht wissen, dass du ein Detektiv bist. Du musst aufpassen, dass du dich nicht zu auffällig verhältst. Du musst einen Mord aufdecken und zwar den Mörder finden von die Leute da. Also ich habe es auch noch nie gespielt. Ich habe euch auch nie nachgeguckt oder nachgegoogelt, wie es das genau geht. Deswegen, ich gehe in die Spiele meistens sowieso immer so rein. Und so wie ich das mitbekommen habe, darf ich mich auf jeden Fall nicht auffällig verhalten gegenüber diesen Leuten.
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Ich finde den auch komisch. Ich versuche jetzt, warte mal. Geh nochmal zu ihr, mal gucken.
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you
Gerne,
questions?
Markus. Eine Frage? Ja, natürlich.
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now.
Ob ich glücklich bin?
Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, it could be wrong. It's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
Irgendwie können es ja nicht alle gewesen sein. Obwohl die eine hat gar nicht die Nägel lackiert. Und so wie ich es richtig nachgelesen habe, war eigentlich die andere, die Lexi, ist sie zu ihr gekommen und hat sie ja abgelenkt mit diesem Buch. Und dann haben die sich unterhalten und die Nägel lackiert. So, Lexi hat aber gesagt, sie war in ihr Zimmer und sie wäre gekommen und dann hätten die sich die Nägel lackiert. Aber die hat die Nägel nicht lackiert gehabt. Ja, der hat das Gras in der Tasche. So, warte mal, was hat denn mit dem Radio eigentlich zu tun?
Maybe a Buddhist?
Yeah, could be, yes. Would you say is his profession?
Something religious, I suppose. He's wearing robes. He's wearing a monk, yes.
Well done.
But why is he in pain?
Very good question. I can answer that for you. It's a porcelain figure, ancient Chinese, seated and howling.
Oh.
It's called the Screaming Monk. Legend has it that this monk, called Busan, accidentally glimpsed Queen Anchisenamun undressing, the wife of King Tut. The king ordered that Busan be shrunk by mystics, and the process caused the pain you see on his face. These tattoos are a reminder that some things are best left unseen. Several were made, apparently. But as far...
Okay. So, mehr Leute kann ich nicht besuchen. Ich gehe jetzt einfach mal ins Zimmer.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Ah. Also für mich sind die jetzt... die ist ja erwürgt worden. Um den Menschen zu erwürgen, muss man viel Kraft haben. Der ist es nicht. den traue ich das schon zu. Die ist ziemlich penibel. Die ist auch nicht so richtig im Kopf, der traue ich schon zu. Der ist ein bisschen eigenartig. Der traue ich es auch zu. Okay.
In her bedroom, she was naked, strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
Ah, okay. Ja, die Rechtsaußen ist mir auch ein bisschen verdächtigt, aber ich glaube, es ist sogar mit absichtlich verdächtig, weil die Nägel nicht lackiert sind. Und irgendwie hat sie ja gesagt, die eine wäre zu ihrem Zimmer gekommen, dabei die andere sagte, sie ist in ihrem Zimmer gekommen. So, was wissen wir denn noch?
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. That's it.
Auf den Typen, ne? So, dann gucken wir uns die nochmal an, ob die noch was anderes zu sagen haben. Ne, Radio ist ja doof. Ich gehe jetzt nochmal zur Lexi. Die meinst du, ne, Markus? Die hat nichts zu sagen, okay. Aber Violet haben
I
wir gar
assume
nicht
you've been to
besucht.
see Chief DuPont already? Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
Okay.
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a
Weil er
bit
so schwitzt,
slutty, to
ja,
be
ne?
honest.
War nötig, okay.
Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
Den Schwarzer, den Typen. Ja, ich weiß nicht, zum Erwürgen gehört ja eigentlich wirklich Kraft zu. Ich weiß nicht, ob eine Frau schafft, eine Frau zu erwürgen. Die müsste ja eigentlich gelebt haben. Also ich meine, gelebt haben sowieso vorher. Aber ob die wach war oder geschlafen hat. Oder irgendwas eingenommen hat, dass sie ein bisschen benebelt war, ich weiß es nicht. Die ist kalt, ja.
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church.
Ah, kommt noch einer
Don't
dazu.
tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already. They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually. Demands already? I'm only thinking of doing it. I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person. I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me. It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
9 Uhr einkaufen, okay.
I've driven by it, never actually been in it.
Okay, sie ist immer vorbeigefahren, sie war nie drin, okay. Ah, wer ist Oscar? Der steht hier noch nicht drauf.
Chief Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise. All I'm asking is that you dig a little deeper than the chief. I had nothing to do with Dorota's death. We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
Athene? Der hat nichts zu sagen, okay. Die ist kalt, ja, die geht, sagt man ja, man geht dann über Leichen, aber ich glaube, die ist so penibel, die würde nichts anfassen, weil die mit Dreck nichts zu tun haben möchte. Hat sie was zu sagen? Nee. Aber ich sehe immer noch keinen Oscar. Die sind nicht. Die ist ein bisschen durcheinander. Die ist viel zu sauber eingestellt. Also die hat eine Macke, aber die ist, tja. Er möchte alles erfahren. Den traue ich nicht. Den. Und der. Keine Ahnung, muss ich jetzt immer von Zimmer zu Zimmer gehen, dein Zimmer. Ruf ein Taxi.
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August.
Trophäe.
Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Es scheint so. Stelle weitere Untersuchung an. Obwohl, ach komm, wir machen nächsten Kapitel.
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Also man muss das Radio zwischendurch einstellen.
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Also er weiß nichts Neues. Gut. Dann die Pension. Er weiß Oscar. Okay, die hat auch nichts Neues. Und die? Auch nicht. Auch nicht. Auch nicht. Ach, ich soll bestimmt das Radio wieder einstellen.
He wasn't sure why he suddenly felt the need to narrate. He could almost convince himself that he was doing it for the recording device on his arm, or in the small hope that Dr. Httyd and the others could still hear him, but secretly he knew. He simply wished to break the unsettling silence that commanded this deep and dark void. "All right, let's have some light," he said as he turned on the small lamp on his helmet. Dmitri slowly rotated it on the rope to inspect all sides of the tunnel. Only now did it occur to him how narrow the tunnel really was. If he got stuck somehow, there was no way for anyone to help him out. He desperately tried to dismiss the thought and focus on his work. Not much to see here, just more smooth black surfaces and... Hold on. There's some scratches here. Did I do that just now? No, they're not scratches. It appears to be some sort of writing. Dr. Httyd, if you're hearing this, prepare to make history. You're going to have a field day with this. I'll be sure to get some pictures for you. Dmitri, fully aware that he was suspended above unknown heights, carefully produced his camera from a pouch on his belt when the lamp on his helmet suddenly went out. Guess it's not just probes that end up malfunctioning down here. It's too dark now to take a photo, but... Dmitri reached into another pouch and carefully took out a pencil and a piece of paper. I'll make a copy of the etchings for you, Dr. Httyd. You can thank me when I come back up.
Ja, genug gehört. Was passiert, wenn man die drauf tippt?
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
So.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Achso, okay. Da passiert jetzt eigentlich nichts viel. Ich versuche jetzt nochmal. Nee, der hat nichts zu sagen.
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Okay. Ja. Die haben mir sowieso nichts zu sagen. Die sagt nichts. Ja, wie soll ich denn jetzt hier weiterkommen?
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Hat jetzt schief, der tut er sowieso immer den Kopf rein. Und da wüsste ich nicht. Keine Ahnung. Sagt da keiner was von denen? Die sagt nichts. Ich denke mal Radio.
But no one was there. Dimitri was both perplexed and overcome by a frightful panic. He felt like he was going mad. Nothing made sense. He just wanted to leave this nightmare and go home. But home was a million miles away. He knew he was alone here, and no one would be coming to help him. It was then he heard the voices again whispering to him. As the murmurs grew louder, Dimitri was almost able to make out individual words in a language wholly unknown to him, or any other man.
Der hat sich auf jeden Fall die Nägel nicht lackiert.
This is how you die. Dimitri tried to... The shaft. He wondered which part had been a dream and what had been reality. It all felt the same to him.
Hat die eigentlich ihre Nägel lackiert? Ich glaube auch nicht. Die haben sich ja eigentlich nicht gegenseitig die Nägel lackiert. Mal nicht die Hände. Ah doch, warte, jetzt. Nee, also ihre Hände
Findings.
Sie nicht.
At the first glance, it seems to be about abuse or torture. Yes, replied Dr. Httyd. She looked at Dimitri with bewilderment, more surprised and impressed by his linguistic knowledge.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Ah, jetzt verstehe ich. Warte mal.
I'm sure. I remembered what those writings meant, he said, as he frantically pointed at the notes Dr. Httyd was holding. future? Dr. Whitfield asked. He sounded incredulous. Dimitri...
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now. Onto what exactly? As far as Sam's concerned, me and Lexi were together and you were praying in your room. It's half true at least.
Ich muss die anderen Leute auswählen. So ist das. Jetzt bin ich dieser Rain.
And just quietly glanced at each other. Dr. Httyd was the first to speak.
Violet ist nicht da? Okay.
Her words were meant to be comforting, but lacked conviction. It was probably...
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do? The chief thinks she killed Dorota. That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. But okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Verbrechen aus Leidenschaft.
Yeah, Bronwyn's a real bunny boiler.
In place. Chills ran down his spine. He lay himself on bed and quickly fell asleep. He couldn't wait.
So.
Ray, I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in? You don't want to see me when I'm angry. A woman is dead. Go play card games somewhere else or whatever the hell it is you do.
Ich kann die verschiedenen Personen spielen. Gut, das haben wir ihn gemacht. Dann spielen wir jetzt mal sie.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
Da muss man erstmal durchkommen, dass man jetzt sie spielt, den spielt oder den anderen spielt.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Boah, ist sie gelangweilt.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing. Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute. I can use the money, to be honest.
Okay.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind. Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. You're just fine. Absolutely. As long as we're both saying we were in my room last night, everything will be fine.
Siehst du? Das ist das, was sie machte. Sie sagte ja, sie wäre in ihrem Zimmer gewesen. Und die andere sagte, sie wäre in ihrem Zimmer gewesen. Also sind die beiden schon am Lügen. Ich sagte, wir waren in meinem Zimmer. Siehst du?
Oh, Lexi. I thought we agreed. It's fine. It's fine. I shouldn't have made you do it. Don't say anything else. If Sam asks, I'll deal with it.
Ja, die Nägel waren ja auch nicht verkehrt.
Something's weird, isn't it? Everyone seems strange today. Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time. No. I'm just worried.
What is it, Miss Taylor? Have you met him? Miss Taylor, is that a contradiction? It's not what you said in your written statement. Yes. Yes, you did.
Das ist komisch.
Why? What are you going to do? Is that a threat? If anything happens to the Shaw family, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Leave. Now. Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Hello, I'm Violet.
Hm?
I'm Violet.
Kann man den Chief nicht spielen? Ich wollte über den spielen.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Ah doch, jetzt geht's.
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude? Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide. You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already. Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always. I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
Chief DuPont, what a pleasant surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something... Does it bother you, Chief DuPont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white? You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me. Why don't you tell me who you think I am?
Du bist ein Mörder. Nein, die ist kein Mörder.
I haven't asked anyone for a penny.
Achso, die habe ich doch gerade schon gehabt.
Good evening, Chief DuPont.
Okay.
I can do a reading if you want.
Ja, komm, lass mal Karten legen.
It's the Five of Cups. It talks about loss and dealing with that loss. I don't think you need a tarot reader to interpret that one. Not since I've met her. She's a lawful good type character, if you play D&D. I've never been convicted, no.
Okay.
Oh, Chief Inspector, you gave me a shock. What is it? What have I done? She's an Aquarius. Her favourite colour is green. What else do you need to know? No, and she hasn't killed this time. Nice try though. Well, it's not for the nightlife, I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny. No, I can honestly swear I don't know any Augustives? Augustonians? Augustins until we got here. Nothing. I mean, I was here all night. This cat's on a Ron can vouch for me.
Rufe ein Taxi. Ah, geht gar nicht. Okay. Geht nur Pension. Ich dachte, auf seinem Bürotisch könnte man noch was gucken.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Ich glaube, die hatten wir schon, oder? Ist egal, wir gehen nochmal zu ihr im Zimmer. Gucken, ob sie was Neues getan hat. Nee. Nichts, okay.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet. No. No more talking. No more questions. Question after question after question. I didn't kill Dorota. I didn't even know the girl. And yet here I am being constantly asked about her. You know what? I'm going out. I don't know when I'm going to be back, but if you need anything, I will be back eventually. I think. But for now, TTFN.
Tschüss. Okay, sie hat nichts zu sagen. Und er? So Küsschen. Gucken, ob sie was zu sagen hat. Auch nicht. Okay, dann muss ich wohl zum Chief. Kommt er was? Ah!
It is, and that's where it's staying. You don't need to see it, Sam. Violet can get confused at times. Just keep doing what you're doing and we'll get along fine. Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Nächste Kapitel. Ist diesmal was passiert?
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6
Wie ich
o'clock
jetzt schon
with
direkt
Poe and
auswählen
Monroe.
kann, wen man meint, wer der Mörder sein könnte. Da wird erstmal tausende Leute jetzt hier. Ich stelle weitere Untersuchungen an. Besuche die Pension. Wo ist sie denn hingegangen?
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you? Great. What do you want to know about? Interesting choice. So do the cards. 8 of Wands. Everything's happening all at once. We have to act fast, or at least someone does. Yes, thank you.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure. In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave, or you kick us out, obviously.
Wir können die ja mal rauswerfen eigentlich, oder?
Now that's a very good question. Logically speaking, you'd assume all three of us were in on it. Or none of us.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up. Great, thanks. The room's really lovely. Oh no, was I sleepwalking again? I haven't done that since... for ages. I didn't come into your room, did I? I'm so sorry. I don't know why I do that. It only seems to happen when there's a lot of bad energy floating around. Robin says I just stand there and stare. I didn't catch you, you know, not sleeping, did I?
Ist nicht nervös, ne?
What's going on, Violet? Is everything okay? What's the matter?
Ich glaube, ich könnte der Mörder sein. Mach mal einfach mal gucken, was passiert.
Have you stopped taking the pills? Look, just take the pills. Dr. Tanner said you'd start hearing and seeing things again. You're no good to me like that. Just take the goddamn pills. Off you go. I'm being subtle. I don't want to see you back here, okay? You got anything to report, give me a call. Any problems, talk to Danny. Danny, remember? Okay, good. Just look after yourself.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Okay, wird nichts zu sagen. Das ist gar nicht da. Okay. Ich will wahrscheinlich auch nichts zu sagen. Okay. Der auch nicht. Gut.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Hat er gefühlt, das Spiel gibt ja kein Ende oder so. Ah, die ist nicht da, okay. Ist der nicht da? Okay, komisch. Die ist immer noch nicht da, okay.
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Kannst ja stundenlang hier durchguckeln. Muss er wieder Radio hören oder warum?
If it did. Is it really wise to send more probes down the hole? Dimitri asked as they went over their plans. The three other scientists looked at him questioningly as they waited for him to elaborate. All probes so far have malfunctioned at a depth of 500 meters. Are we really planning to do the same thing while expecting different results? Are you calling us insane? Asked Dr. Whitfield, pretending to be offended. Do you have another suggestion? Dr. Yutani offered. Without much thought, again without thinking, added, one of us perhaps. The others eyed him with...
Ich weiß nicht, wem könnte man denn spielen? Er ist nicht da. Wie kann man aber nicht spielen? Die haben wir auch vorhin gemacht, kurz. Sie ist unterwegs.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Gut, sie wird ja eigentlich verdächtigt.
Dr. Whitfield conceded with a sigh. If you're really that sure...
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle? It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota would be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
Boah, die wirkt so herablassend.
You're prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
Hi, Jobshop. Guten Abend. Hoffe, dir geht's gut.
Well, if you can't pay for your rooms, you might just find out.
He replied. All right, we're going to accelerate your descent a bit.
Ach, die haben wir ja gerade besucht.
Sounded tired. Besides, we don't want you down there any longer than...
Bron Something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right. Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another rite?
Ein Ritual. Ach ja, stimmt. Sie hatte eine goldene Münze im Mund. Moment, rotes Haar. Die andere hat auch rotes Haar. Und das Geschwister?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it. Yes, stop it. If it's a traveller killing things.
Andere?
Bron, you're acting weird. Are you still you? Well, stop freaking me out. It's not cool in this current climate.
If he got stuck somehow, there was no way for anyone to help him out.
Ron, are you okay? Good. It's not our fault this stuff happens. We're just the messengers.
Wir sind nur die Botschafter.
Are you asking me or telling me? Yes, we've seen a lot of stuff. You seem weird. Just go and regroup or something, then come back and make me feel better about myself.
Aware that he was suspended above unknown heights, carefully produced his camera from a pouch on his belt when the lamp on his helmet suddenly went out.
Miss Castle, I'm surprised to see you here. You're a prime suspect, and your alibi is that you were in the guest house with another prime suspect at the time. It doesn't look good for you. Everyone has a problem with you, Bronwyn. I can arrest you for something right now. How does perverting the course of justice sound? Oh, you are pushing me today, young lady.
Silence.
Okay.
He took his mind off the endless depths beneath him. By the time Dimitri was done with his task, he'd gotten so used to the sound of the scratching pencil that it still lingered in his head.
Ach, ich will doch nicht ihn spielen.
Hi, I'm... Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Ah, will ich nicht. Ich will jetzt Sam sein.
He swore he heard laughter coming from down below.
Das Radio
As Dimitri's heart was
ist mir noch nicht da.
died out, he tried climbing up the rope in a panic. Faster! Please go faster! He pleaded the moment communication was restored.
Die haben alle nichts
This was
gehört.
music to Dimitri's ears. I don't know, he replied. Just give me back up.
Ich will sagen, wer schon
Later that day,
Geht das?
Told anyone about the whispers in the dark for fear of being mocked, or worse, being declared mentally unfit. He had already played back the audio tape from his recorder on the way back to his quarters, and was unable to discern any unusual sounds. This even meant the whispers were...
Boah, das nervt das Radio. Also ich habe jetzt alle gespielt. Gehen wir nochmal zu ihr.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Die sagt auch nichts. Ich wüsste jetzt nicht, wem ich spielen sollte. sagen alle nichts. Ah!
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Oh, ist das langweilig, das Spiel. Sorry, wenn ich das so sage. Aber irgendwie ist das so Komizi. Kann ja nicht wahr sein, dass man hier irgendwie nicht so richtig weiterkommt. Aber beim Schief war die ja schon, ne? Oder? Ja. Ist ja nicht da. Keine Ahnung. Wisst ihr jetzt einen Plan? Ich weiß keinen mehr. Die sprechen ja alle nicht.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Nee, also ich weiß nicht, wie ich hier weiterkommen soll. Du kommst mit keiner Person hier weiter. Egal, wem du spielst.
Hello, I'm Rain.
War der überhaupt beim Schief? Ich glaube nicht, ne? Mal gucken. Ah ja, doch, ist nicht da. Keine Ahnung, ich glaube, ich mache das Spiel jetzt auch aus, weil ist, weiß ich nicht. Du kommst ja nicht weiter hier irgendwie. Keiner spricht mehr. Lexi auch nicht. Ne, egal was man macht. Also man kommt hier irgendwie mit gar keine Person im Kontakt, im Gespräch. Und ich glaube, so viel ich weiß, habe ich alle durch. Und sorry, wenn ich das Spiel ein bisschen langweilig finde. Ich glaube, ihr seht das auch so wie ich, dass das Spiel ein bisschen so öde ist. Ich habe gedacht, man könnte hier so richtig so detektivmäßig hier ein bisschen arbeiten, aber jetzt hier immer diese ganzen Dinge da abraddeln und irgendwie kommt man nicht weiter, dann verliert mir irgendwie die Lust an dem Spiel, muss ich sagen. Und ich habe jetzt hier irgendwie auch ich sehe keinen Weiterkommen. Man hat jede Person gespielt, jede Person ist alles durchgegangen und irgendwie kannst du nicht auswählen, wer der Mörder ist. Und deswegen ist das so ein bisschen doof gemacht, das Game. Nummer 3. Vor allen Dingen, die hat ja einen Oscar erwähnt und ich finde hier auch keinen Oscar. Naja. Okay, ich höre jetzt auf mit dem Spiel hier. Das ist, bevor ich meinen Höhenflug bekomme hier. Aber danke fürs Vorbeikommen und ich wünsche euch einen schönen Abend. Vielleicht muss ich mal gucken, dass ich da irgendwie mal durchlese, wie man da überhaupt weiterkommt, dass man da einen Mörder findet. Dann kann man ja hier weitermachen mit dem Spiel, aber so bin ich jetzt hier alle durchgerasselt und das ist kein Weiterkommen und immer dieses Radio einschalten, weiß ich auch nicht. Ich denke mal, es hat irgendwo auch einen Sinn. Nur welchen Sinn halt, verstehe ich auch noch nicht so ganz. Und ich meine, wir können noch einmal im Zimmer gehen. Den habe ich gespielt. Sie auch. Und alle hatten irgendwie, kommen ja keine Fragen auf. Keine Ahnung. Okay. Aber ich sag schon mal einen schönen Abend noch und danke fürs Vorbeikommen und ich wünsche euch einen guten Start in die Woche. Bleibt gesund. Und naja, dann sage ich mal bis zum nächsten Stream über diesen hier. Der ist mir einfach zu langweilig. Dann sage ich mal Tschüss und eine gute und angenehme Nacht und einen guten Start in der Woche. Und danke fürs Vorbeikommen.